Meet Liu Dingmao, a fearless man from Yunnan and a renowned hornet breeder. He casually told reporters that these hornets are his pets. When he's feeling hot, he just grabs one and lets it fan him with its wings, and while they're busy eating meat, he even leans in to give them a kiss. But Liu didn't stop there. He went on to show off his unique skill of spitting out live hornets. Hornets are usually seen as terrifying creatures, yet in Liu's hands, they've turned into nothing more than buzzing fans. Does he have some secret trick to protect himself from their venom? What's even more intriguing is that hornets don't produce honey or royal jelly, so why does Liu go through the trouble of raising them? The reporter followed Liu closely, gradually uncovering the secrets behind this extraordinary hobby. Hornets, much like bees and ants, are social insects with a well-defined division of labor. The queen's sole job is to lay eggs, worker hornets handle all the tasks, and drones only appear during the mating season to fertilize the queen. The hornets that Liu Dingmao used in his spitting performance were drones, which are harmless since they don't have stingers. That's why he could handle them so easily. For instance, when a drone makes a stinging motion, it's all for show. Without a stinger, there's no harm done. Drones also don't engage in battles, making them naturally more docile. If that room had been filled with worker hornets, Liu wouldn't have dared to step in without wearing protective gear. As for the hornet Liu kissed, that one was a worker. You could see Liu was still a bit cautious. After touching it, he quickly pulled his hand back. Worker hornets have a unique habit. When they're eating meat, they're intensely focused. Unless they sense extreme danger, they won't be easily distracted. Every hornet goes through 4 stages: egg, larva, pupa, and adult. And then the most fascinating moment arrives. The real reason why Liu raises hornets. There's a saying in the biological world, no matter how skilled an expert is, they wouldn't dare step into a Yunnan market. That's right, hornet pupae are a delicacy that Yunnan people have cherished for thousands of years. The smaller larvae can be eaten as sashimi, while the slightly larger ones, after cleaning out the intestines, can also be served raw. And when they're a bit more mature, they're perfect for deep frying, crispy and delicious, especially with a drink. Hornet pupae are rare and of exceptional quality, making them a highly prized delicacy. In Yunnan, these pupae are sold with the honeycomb still intact, typically in round discs. Wild hornet pupae can fetch around $26 to $42 per 500 grams, while farmed ones are about $7 to $9 per 500 grams. Chefs carefully extract every larva, pupa, and adult hornet from the comb, ensuring nothing goes to waste. Even the adult hornets, which can't be eaten due to their venom, aren't discarded. They're used to make medicinal wine. Hornet-infused wine is a must-try when visiting Yunnan, known for its powerful effects, particularly in treating rheumatism. There might be some science behind this. Rheumatism is an autoimmune disease where the immune system attacks the body. Introducing a small dose of venom could potentially fight fire with fire, teaching the immune cells to calm down in the presence of a greater threat. This could be why it's effective against rheumatism. Interestingly, the Japanese are also studying this. They consume hornet pupae and drink hornet wine too. Americans once used GPS trackers and radar to monitor hornets, but Yunnan locals had their own tracking techniques centuries ago, just as effective if not more so. Here's how they did it. They'd start by cutting a piece of banana stalk and extracting a small fiber to create a tiny loop. Then, they'd attach some white chicken feathers to one end, making a simple yet effective tracker. Remember Liu Dingmao's trick? Hornets are so focused when eating meat that they won't sting. So, Yunnan locals would place a piece of meat and sprinkle some scented, bee-attracting water nearby. Soon enough, a worker hornet would arrive to check out the food. While it's busy cutting up the meat, they'd slip the tracking loop around its waist, turning it into a spy hornet. They'd let it fly away and repeat the process with several more hornets. After tracking a few, they'd start timing their flights. Hornets can fly at speeds of up to 40 kilometers per hour. By timing how long it takes for a spy hornet to fly out and return, you can calculate the distance to their nest. As these spy hornets make multiple trips, they create a distinct path to and from the nest, much like an ant trail. With more spy hornets in play, the path becomes clearer and easier to follow. Finally, using the calculated distance and the bee path, the hunters would track down the nest. They'd wait until nightfall when the hornets are night-blind, and then, fully armed, they'd raid the entire nest. You have to wonder how hornets would berate us if they ever learned about these human tactics.